Donuts. Okay, but like Not again, not again, not again, not again. I just realized this is messed up, man. This is messed up. I did it again. Not bad. That's bad. That's bad. I just realized I did not I did not mute myself. And that's because I did not actually get feedback from the community before I kick off. So sorry about that. I'm going to do a recap. Okay, let me do a recap. Just a short introduction. I'm going to cut that session out. So, like I said, today that's bad. So today we're going to be talking. Today is the final day of our 5 day free trading classes, right? And that's messed up. I've spent how many minutes now just yapping to myself, and the sound is not out. So sorry about that. That was my error. I did that yesterday, and thankfully I was able to get that feedback quickly, but I did not do that early today. So, like I said, today is the last day, is the grand finale, and what we're going to be talking about today is more of sentiment and more of psychology and less of technicals. We're going to be talking about technicals, right? So that is one of the things we're going to be doing today. So uh, for those that are yet to have access to the trading tool, that is STIC. STIC stands for Smart Trading and Investment Companion. So STIC is a companion. It doesn't execute trade for you. It's a companion that gives you insight about the market, tells you where the liquidity regions are, tells you where to take profit, tell you where to take your put your entry, tells you when the market change character. That is when the market changes from a bullish character, from a bullish mode to a bearish mode on all time frames, right? And also tell you where institutional liquidity resides and where you can actually get your confluence and which your POC, the point of confluence reside, where you can actually get to pick your entries. Those are things that Stick does you as much as it give you your entry, your stop loss, your TP. So those are important stuff. Like I said, Stick is not for everybody. Not everybody is meant to trade, right? And trade is not for everybody. And Stick is not for everybody. If you try it out and you find it useful, and if you find it useful and you want to get access to it, then you should go to our website. That's the christmasanalyst.com to explore using Stick there, right? Go to cryptosmartanalyst.com. Okay, go to cryptosmartanalyst.com/stick. That will give you access to Stick. So if you go to cryptosmartanalyst.com and you click on, come on, I'm not opening you. Why are you opening? You're not the one I click. You click on the trading tools, right? It's going to take you to the Stick website. So on the Stick website, you get to see how it works, basically chart, get insight about the tools. These are these are all the indicators we have, right? This is Stick. This is the Bitcoin. There's an error here. We have the Bitcoin cycle high and low, right? So we have the Bitcoin cycle high and low. Um, the Stick strategy tool is still being developed. Is yet to be made public, but once it's made public, you can get access to it. So and this is the pricing. Like I said, most people go for the yearly plan because it's kind of cheaper than if you say you want to be doing monthly. But if you're not an active trader, then there's no point to you subscribing for yearly. And most times it's actually profitable anyway. But another thing you want to take advantage of is, like I said, Stick is not for everybody. If you get For everybody that actually trade that participates in free 5 day trading class, we are giving out the instead of 7 day free trial, you're getting 30 days free trials to try it out and use it. Okay, and if you tested it and you like it and you want to start using it, then jump into it and start using it. You can subscribe. Like I said, it's optional. It's not compulsory. It's optional. You can decide to subscribe and start using it. But if you think it's not something you want to use or you think you're actually good on your own, then feel free to feel free to trade on your own. Like I said, it's not compulsory. It's up to you to use whatever tool that you think is valuable to you, right? So it's not compulsory. If you find it valuable, if you want a tool that gives you insight on the market, that gives you all the information you need about the market, where to take your profit, where to take your entry, where to put your stop loss, where the liquidity resides, where the market gets to extreme and stuff like that. Everything you need to know about the market to actually be a profitable trader. If you need a tool that gives you that insight, then you can subscribe to Steve Bob. Like I said, it's not for everybody and it's not compulsory. Yeah. So that being said, let's go to our the goal for today, right? Like I said, we're going to be doing much of sentiment, and because one of the reason I'm saying more of sentiment is, and more of emotional trading is, you can be a very profitable trader. You can be very, very good at technical analysis, very, very good at fundamental analysis, but your psychology and your emotion are not in check. You get induced, you get too emotional, you get swept into the market. You're an impulsive trader. You're going to lose more in the market. You're going to lose a lot than somebody that actually just doesn't know technicals and fundamentals and actually just have a very good emotion in check. So that is why we're going to be talking more about emotions. So why do you, and one of the things that give you a standard and calm emotions and give you good sentiment in the market is the trading plan, having a plan. Like I said, one of the things that move the market, right? The things that move the market is not just the is not volume. The major thing that moves market is sentiment, right? Sentiment backed by volume is what moves the market. Is what the candlestick, the greens and the red or the blues and the yellow you're seeing on chart, they are all backed by sentiment. So you want to ensure that you want to have a clarity in the market when, what, and why you want to buy. When you get your why, and that is one of the things STIC helps you with. You get your why, probably fundamental information or technical information. You get your why, then you know when to place your entry. And having a trading plan actually helps you to be more disciplined, and it helps you have a very good journal and actually help you understand the market much better. So the next thing should be slide 3. Then what are the components of a trading plan? I think we discussed that yesterday. You want to have a trading session depending on your time zone. So you can either have London, New York, Asia, Tokyo, wherever time zone you have. Whenever you get to wake up, you want to have a time zone. You have a trading pair. You pick a trading pair. Max, like I said in our second day, day 2, which is if you want to trade at least 3. If you're trading manually, if you're not probably not automating your trade, you're trading manually, you want to pick between 3 with a maximum of 3 trades per day. And how does that help you to become better? If you pick a maximum of 3 trades per day, then you have a potential of a win, either a win and 2 losses. If you have a win and 2 losses based on your risk reward ratio, you already broke even for that day. You didn't take any loss. If you have 1 win, 2 wins and 1 loss, then you're already in massive profit. Then if you have all three trades are win, then you're good. And if your first trade is a loss, your second trade is a loss, and your third trade is a loss, just take a break for the day and wait for the next day. Because there are days like that all the days are going to be, there are days like 2 days back to back, even 3 weeks, 3 days, 4 days might be a loss. It's probably partial wins and some wins, right? So if once you take some losses, the next thing is for you to clear your chart, take a break, and walk away, right? Walk away and relax and wait for the next market direction. So don't just jump into the market and start taking steps based on your sentiment and bias. Okay, sorry, I'm trying to set something up here. Based on your based on what you think, and you just allow your emotions to flood your decision making. So then one other thing you want to look out for is the market bias. Is the market bullish? Is the market bearish? Is the market is at a neutral phase? Neutral basically means consolidation. So if the market is bullish, then you want to know that all the trades you are taking is long. You're taking a long. The market is bearing, you are knowing that you're selling, you're shorting the market. And if the market is neutral, it is best to stay away from the market. Once the market is consolidating, one of the major challenge that most traders have, right? I'm going to share. Let me share my screen right now to see. One of the major challenge most traders have, right, is that they don't understand. Most even indicators have, right? Even STIC when we started our version 1, is that we hardly get consolidation. Okay, yeah, this is a consolidation phase. This is a consolidation phase. So before now, it tends to take multiple entries around this consolidative phases, and only few of those entry tends to hit target, and which is very, very challenging. It took me about over a year to actually understand the best way to actually minimize the number of entry during consolidative phases. It is very, very challenging thing, right? So after getting that, you can see here, STIC only took two entries, in which one was one was full loss, one was partial loss, yeah, because I think it's stop loss. One was loss. The second one was a partial win. Then before the market changed direction and we are on the go. And if you see what happened here, the market broke out and it is still holding position till now. Volatility extreme market condition and the market change corrector. So those are things you want to look out for using STIC, right? You can disable these plots, all these plots, you can disable them on your chart by going to the chart settings and you can disable, where is it? Partial TP, show protect profit, can clean. I mean, if you want to clean a chart, you can disable it on, you can disable them in this in the indicator settings. Yeah, it's already cleared. I just only leave the few ones I need here. So those are the things you want to take advantage of. So, like I said, when the market is consolidating or at a neutral phase, you don't want to trade. You just want to take your break and get off the market. Wait for the market to have a change of character that actually gives you good direction. You can see what happened here. We finally got a change of character, and there's a very good bias before the market, before STIC actually indicated a sell for you to follow through. And when the market gets to a consolidation here before changing character, it gives an entry, and we had a breakout, and we're following through. This is Solana, by the way. I think if you check out gold, I think I checked out. Another thing I mentioned is sometimes it is not about getting attached to an asset. Don't get too attached to an asset. You want to get attached to an asset that has liquidity, that has good trend. Like one of the reasons why I've been trading Solana and also looking at gold is you can see the consolidation is minimal. If you check Bitcoin right now, Bitcoin consolidation is just annoying, freaking annoying. So consolidation is very minimal, and you can see you are getting good swing high and good swing lows, and that can actually give you good momentum to take your profit. So like I said, yeah, like I said, STIC is not 100% perfect. That's like a disclaimer. It's not 100% perfect. That's for sure. You're going to take some losses, but the fact is your win to loss ratio is more than, I mean, your win rate is actually higher. That's the goal. So you can see for gold right now, you get a direction bias, and the market STIC give you the entry and it's following through, right? So like I said, going back to Solana, sorry, I wasn't sharing my screen there. So like I think I was sharing gold. Yes, I was sharing gold. And what, like I said, it is not about getting to attach to an asset. It is about picking an asset that actually have good swings, not an asset that consolidates too much. Bitcoin is currently consolidating and it's actually a very bad asset to trade at the moment, especially if you're scalp trading. It's not the best asset to scalp trade at the moment. So it's best for you to switch to an asset that is easy to scalp trade, and you trade that and you get out of the way. Like I said, it's not about getting attached to an asset. It's about getting attached to an asset that has a good liquidity, good sentiment, and good swing. That is very, very important. So then you want to look out for key support, your resistance, and your support, your resistance, and liquidity zone. One of the major things that move the market is liquidity. So, and if you want to trade like a pro, you want to do what you want to trade against you want to do what the trade institutional investor do, right? You want to ensure that you are doing what you understand what they do, and you follow through the trend and follow to do what they are doing. Basically, what are they doing? They are hunting for liquidity. So if STIC is giving you if STIC is giving you liquidity zones, then you want to ensure that those are regions where you're looking for liquidity. Like you can see here, when we have our first change of character and STIC already indicated buy liquidity, that is B LQT, right? STIC indicated the buy liquidity, B LQT, right? So, and those are the situations you want to be looking at for to pick your entries, because liquidity, the market will always come back to those regions before breaking out. Okay, so market will always come back to pick liquidity before. So sometimes it takes a long time to pick liquidity, right? You need to take note of that. Sometimes it take a very long time to pick liquidity, but yes, it does pick liquidity, and the market will continue. They will always come back to pick that liquidity once the liquidity start building up. Okay, so another thing like say you should do is looking out for STIC to scan for liquidity zone, break of structure, change of character, and follow the trend. Okay, so going to the next thing, which is trade execution. So like I said, this is more or less a reminder. You want to ensure that you take your profit Using stick helps you to know when to take your profit. And you only want to take entry when you have 100% confirmation. Okay, like I said, you don't want to take your entry within consolidated phases. You want to take an entry when when you have confirmation of direction bias, and that is when you take your entry. Then you manage your risk. I think we already discussed how to manage your risk. Like I said, ensure that you're calm. To manage your risks, you want to use your projection tool. You want to have a risk reward. Your projection tool will actually help you determine your risk reward ratio. That is, if you're using, let me just switch to that screen. Okay, on a tab. Okay, so if you're using you want to use the projection tool, right? Sorry, how am I doing? Projection tool to pick your entry. Like, and I said, if you're using projection tool, like what we used there, okay, this was a short projection tool. You're using your projection tool, you want to set your capital. Go to the settings of your projection tool. You set your trading capital, then you set your lot size and you set your risk. Like I said, your risk should not be more than 2%. You shouldn't risk more than 2% of your capital trade. Max 2%, sometimes 1%, 0.5%, 1.5%, or wherever you think you want to do, what you can afford to lose in that trade. Then you want to set your risk reward ratio, place your entry, and you're good to go. And that's it. Place your entry, you check your stop loss, and as the market follow, you adjust your stop loss to go along with it. That is it. STIC is going to tell you when to set your stop loss. And one of the advantage of STIC is you get the alert. You can see you can set alert for STIC. You're going to see all the alerts, inbuilt alert for strategy, for different strategies. Your take profit alert, your stop loss alert, your change of character alert, your bearish change of character alert. We have the extreme buy and sells. We have the bullish extreme. These are extreme levels when the market gets to extreme level 3. Most of the time when the market gets to extreme level 3, okay, let me just enable extreme. When the market gets to extreme level 3, the market always tends to reverse. So you can enable your show market extreme level here if you want to see it on the chart. If you select the show market extreme level, once if there's an extreme, it's going to show. I think it's still loading. Don't know if you have any extreme on the market right now. If you have any extreme on the chart, right, you can see this is extreme level 1. You can see volatility extreme level 1. This one here, this one right here. This one right here, extreme level 1. So once the market gets to an extreme, it mostly tends to correct. And once you see extreme level 3, most of the time, extreme level 3 is the major what's it called? Is the major alert for reversal. So extreme level 3 of volatility extreme most times, it's going to tell you the market is actually at extreme reverse. There's a potential reversal at extreme level 3. So you want to take note of that as well. And another thing I was saying is ensure that your emotion is calm. You want to have calm emotion when you're trading. If you're not calm, you are potentially going to lose. So you want to have, like I said, the major reason for this class is actually to share my experience, share my knowledge, and I'm not the best trader or the perfect trader. I've lost last year. I took a lot of so many losses last year, which was due to too many emotions. I was building product and also I was building and trading at the same time. And that's like my candid advice. If you're a trader and you're building a product, ensure that you either want to focus on trading or you want to focus on building products. Because if your product is not working the way you want it to work, it's going to affect your emotions. Okay. So what do you have now? You have a proven trading system that works, that is your STIC. You have access to STIC for the next 30 days. And I said, if you want to get access to it going forward, you can get access to it by subscribing. Then you can also get access to we have a master class. Yeah, you can get access to a master class. And I think that is if you want to go in depth into trading. Like I said, what we discussed here are just peripherals. Our masterclass website is yet to be live, but you can also get access to it through the same. Come on. You can get access to it through our website here. Okay. Okay. So we have the master class that actually equip you with give you insights on. Okay, it's not here. Yeah, we have the SC Academy. That's Smart Analyst Academy. That actually give you insights on where to trade, how to trade, what to actually trade, and we you get daily insight on how to analyze the market in depth, like more than what we discussed today. You're going to get breakdown on what institutional investor do, how to know when there's liquidity in the market, how to place your entry, how to be a profitable trader. Everything you need to know actually to be a profitable trader, you get to know it. I think currently our website is not yet up, right? So, but once it's up, you can get access to it and subscribe. Or you can also, if you want to get access to it, you can message us in our Telegram community, and we can give you insight on that as well. So back to what I was saying, you have a proven successful trading system. You have a success focused mindset. I believe you all have a success focused mindset, and you have a clear daily and weekly plan. Like I said, I already shared our more like a trading journal templates that you can use. If you have not gotten access to it, watch our yesterday video or ask in our Telegram community to get access to it. It's open to everybody. Once you get access to it, it's open. I already made it open, so you can get access to the trading. Okay, this is it. Let me just share the screen. So yeah, this is the doc, right? You can get access to the doc here. Is actually a trading journal that's going to help you plan your trade, know when to have a weekly analysis, uh, help you track your stick indicator, and you can know when to buy, where to sell. It actually helps you because, like I said, it's all about having a concrete plan. If you have a concrete plan, you get to know, you get to be calm enough to know where to take your profits, where to put your stop loss. If to even trade at all, if you're calm enough, you plan your trade. It's going to help you to know even if you should trade that day or not, if you to walk away from the chart or something, right? Those are things planning really help you to do. So you have access to these already, and like I said, for you to be successful, you need to be disciplined, you need to practice, and you need to exercise patience. Discipline and practice and patience they are like they take 90% of the time. Those are for you to actually be a profitable trader, for you to actually take a trade in a day, you need to have 90% of the time you need to have discipline, patience, and you've actually already practiced, so you have discipline and patience. And the 10% is just for you to execute your trade. All you need for you, patience is very, very important. After analyzing the market and you know what to do, place your entry and wait for it. The market will always come back to, especially if you're trading liquidity zones, the market will always come back to pick the liquidity and you want to follow through. So that is the thing about trading, and that is all you need to know. And what next? You already have access to STIC. Keep using STIC. Join our trading community for mentorship and support, right? Practice daily. That's a typo, sorry. Practice daily and weekly, right? You want to practice everything you've learned in the last in our 5 days over the last 1 week. Ensure that you practice them, right? Practice, and also follow us on TradingView. If you follow us and you get to subscribe with our link, which is currently in the description, you get 15 trading. You're gonna get $15 from TradingView. Actually, that's free. So ensure you use the link in the comments in the description of the video to get access to TradingView, right? Then I trust you're gonna have a very successful journey, and I trust you have everything you need. If you have any question, you have any comment, or you have feedbacks, right? Please either comment it in the description of the video or follow us, join our Telegram community and drop a message for us there. You can, I think we're actually trying to also create accounts on Discord, right? So you can also follow us on Discord. If you're active in our Telegram community, you're gonna know when our Discord link is live, right? We just the account is already set up. I'm yet to make it public, right? So we're gonna be available on Discord as well. So this is just the beginning, right? You have everything you need, but what you've learned so far is not enough. You need to practice. If you don't practice, you cannot be better at what you've learned. The more you practice, the more better you become. And be open to making mistakes, right? Be open to loss. Like I said, the first thing you want to know, you want to do in trading is before you make any decision to trade is understand what can you afford to lose, because what you can afford to lose will determine will determine your emotion, will determine the trade you place, and will determine your entry, and also determine the size of your position. What you can afford to lose is very, very important. So, like I said, be open to losing as much as you're open to you making more profit. Okay. So, like I said, thank you so much for your time. If you have any question, now it's time for you to start dropping your question. If you have questions, if you have comments, if you have any question, please drop it. I'm looking out for that right now. If you have any question, okay. And in our Telegram community, like I said, you can either drop it under in the chat section of the video or in the description, or you can join our Telegram community. Search for Crypto Smart Analyst Global at Smart Analyst Global on Telegram, on YouTube at Smart Analyst Global, on trading on Twitter at csanalyst.com, CS Analyst, CS Analyst 007, yes, at CS Analyst 007. That's on Twitter. On Facebook, Smart Analyst Global, Smart Analyst Global, and YouTube the same thing. On IG as well, we just created our IG account a few weeks back. So on IG, that was last week. We just created our IG account last week. So follow us on IG as well at Smart Analytics Global. And going forward, you will hardly see me do where is it? So going forward, right, you hardly see me do long videos like this. It's going to be more of short. So you want to probably look out for that. So on our Telegram, YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, we are live at Smart Analyst Global, right? So if you have any question, like I'm still looking out for that, please let me know. And also, yes, your emotion should be calm. That's it. Emotion should be calm. That's it. So if you have any question, feel free to ask. And I know we have users around the globe, and due to the time zone, most of them are not able to join. So whenever you join, I probably still have any question, don't hesitate to ask in our Telegram community or on the comment section of our videos, and we're going to respond to them. Okay? Do have an amazing evening, and don't forget to trade smartly.